My dear child, this is not just any message, this is far from ordinary, a message meant not to be heard and forgotten. As I speak, Archangel Michael stands faithfully beside you, and I, your God, am reaching urgently into your heart. Around the very place you call home, something extraordinary is unfolding. Yes, the house where you live, where you breathe, sleep, cry, and pray, is about to experience an event that demands your full attention. A woman is coming soon, her presence is already drawing near to your space. She isn't just any woman, her spirit is linked to something ancient, sacred, and deeply woven into the story of your soul. Child, do not overlook this. Skipping past this moment risks missing a sign I have sent with great intention. Whispers echo in heaven, angels have circled your name. Archangel Michael, wielding a sword of radiant light, has stepped forward, not only to shield you, but to deliver this truth directly to you. You've sought signs from me, haven't you? In the quiet hours, when you believe I am not listening, I've heard every plea. Now the answer is arriving, right at your doorstep. This woman carries far more than a message, she brings a divine key, a key to your healing, your awakening, a key to unlock what's been trapped in your home for far too long: energy, emotions, old patterns, even people. Lately, haven't you sensed something strange? Time seems to slow down when you're alone in your room, or you feel an unseen presence watching over you. It's not your imagination, spiritual forces are stirring around you. The vibration of your home is shifting, that's why you feel unsettled, that's why your dreams are vivid, sometimes intense. I have walked through that house with my angels, touching door frames, windows, the bed where your head rests, and the mirror where you gaze, wondering if anyone notices the pain behind your eyes. I see it all. This message is not to be ignored, something is about to unfold. The woman who approaches carries a story, a tale spoken more in silence than words. Pay attention, child, because behind her quiet is the truth you have awaited for years. Turning away now could mean missing a rare opportunity. This is divine timing, a sacred moment, where heaven and earth align on your behalf. If you're feeling chills right now, or your heart races, or your eyes blink faster, know that your soul recognizes the reality of this message. Pause for a moment, and before you continue reading, I urge you to subscribe, not just to these words, but to this spiritual journey. Every day I send messengers through this space, and one of these messages will change your life, in ways you never dreamed possible. Don't miss what's about to come. Listen carefully. The house you inhabit has absorbed a wealth of emotions over the years: love, betrayal, laughter, sadness, sleepless nights, whispered prayers in the dark, hopes etched in journals, tears hidden within pillows. That house remembers everything. But now it will be visited by a woman, carrying spiritual authority, not because of her age or eloquence, but because of what she has witnessed. You may not recognize her immediately. She could arrive as a stranger, a guest, a neighbor, or even appear first in your dreams, before she crosses your path in reality. But she is coming, I sent her. You've asked me countless times, God, how will I know what to do next? Where should I go? Who can I trust? Now, through Archangel Michael's warning, I answer, do not ignore this, stay alert. This woman is intricately connected to your next chapter. She might reveal shocking truths, perhaps about your past, hidden family secrets, or warnings about those close to you. Or maybe something beautiful, a lost connection restored, a promise fulfilled, or a prayer finally answered. But she will only come once. You must be spiritually awake when she arrives. The miracles you've longed for are not distant or ethereal, they are already moving toward you, embodied in real people, moments and signs, and this woman is one of those signs. You have outgrown many things lately, friendships that drained you, dreams that no longer fit your soul, places that diminished your light. This is because I am preparing you for growth. And before expansion can come, I send someone to disrupt your comfort zone, someone to awaken you. This woman will be that catalyst. She may not realize she's part of my plan, but she is. Tell me honestly, when you step into your home these days, do you feel peace or tension? Is there a lightness or a heaviness? Be truthful with yourself, the atmosphere of your home is on the brink of transformation. A spiritual reset is coming, and you have a role to play. Do not fear, my child, this is no threat, it is a sacred promise. But readiness is required. You must stay open, and guard your space, with prayer, with light, and with wisdom. Archangel Michael is already stationed at your doorstep. That's why things have felt intense lately. You're under divine watch, not as punishment, but in preparation for blessing. Keep reading, because what I am about to reveal matters deeply. The home you live in is no accident, it is not merely walls and a roof. I placed you there deliberately, I chose that exact location, that very structure, and that unique energy, because something holy and powerful is meant to be birthed there. But before that happens, this woman must come. You may not like how she arrives, you may question her presence, you may even feel confused, irritated, or unsure. But know this, her arrival is no accident, heaven never sends messengers without purpose. This is part of your awakening. You've been in a long season of waiting, you know it well. Waiting for love to appear, waiting for truth to be revealed. You have felt unseen, unheard, as if you were just a shadow in your own story. But that time is over. The woman coming to your door is the proof that your invisible season is shifting into visibility. She carries the whispers of your future, the answers to questions you haven't yet dared to ask out loud. She may not arrive with fanfare, but her presence will announce a new chapter, louder than any shout. Your heart has been in waiting, but now the waiting will transform into witnessing. Witnessing your own healing, your own breakthrough, your own resurrection from the ashes of what once was. When she crosses your threshold, she will carry a fragment of the divine, a piece of heaven's puzzle, meant to fit exactly where you have felt broken. The house where you live has soaked in your joys and your sorrows. It has held the echoes of laughter, and the silence of tears. It remembers the moments when hope flickered, and the moments when despair felt like a permanent resident. This house, your sanctuary, is about to become a sacred ground of transformation, because what has been dormant is awakening. Do not dismiss the stirring you feel in your bones, the tightening in your chest, the sudden rush of anticipation. Those sensations are spiritual currents, moving through your being. They are the prelude to a miracle, that defies logic, but fulfills every deep longing in your soul. This woman might come unexpectedly, she might be the stranger at your door, the unexpected call, or the dream that lingers in your mind upon waking. But know this, she is carrying a torch of truth, and that light will cut through the fog of confusion that has clouded your vision. You have been asking for guidance, for clarity, for a sign. And now in divine timing, this sign walks right into your life, not wrapped in gold or glitter, but clothed in humility and purpose. She will not only bring words, but will embody the shift your spirit needs to leap into its next season. And when she leaves, child, the atmosphere in your home will remain changed. You might feel an invisible weight lifted, a heaviness replaced by a lightness, as if the air itself breathes easier. The unseen chains binding your spirit will begin to loosen, because she has come to unlock what was sealed. You may question why this moment feels so intense, why your emotions swell unexpectedly, or why you find yourself on the brink of tears without reason. That is because divine energy is touching your life, touching your home, and touching the very core of who you are becoming. It is time to stop doubting the path, it is time to stop questioning your worth. The woman who is coming carries not only messages, but validation. She brings the confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be, and you are exactly who you were created to be, beautiful, whole, and chosen. Do not close your heart to her presence, do not push away the lessons she will share, even if they come wrapped in discomfort or surprise. Sometimes the greatest blessings arrive disguised as challenges, because they force us to shed what no longer serves us. Archangel Michael stands guard, a sentinel of divine protection, surrounding you. His sword of light slices through deception, fear, and anything that would hinder your awakening. You are protected, even in the moments you feel most vulnerable. Remember, this is not the end, but the beginning of a divine unfolding. The story you thought was written with pain and disappointment is being rewritten with hope and renewal. The chapters ahead are filled with restoration, joy, and peace that surpasses understanding. Hold fast to faith, child, hold fast to the knowing that you are being prepared for something greater than you can see right now. Your patience is not in vain, your endurance is the foundation for the miracle about to break through. This woman's arrival marks a spiritual pivot, a turning point, where heaven intersects with earth, in your favor. Her presence is a divine nudge, to awaken your eyes, ears, and heart, fully to the blessings coming your way. When she speaks, listen deeply. When she remains silent, pay attention even more. There is sacred language in the spaces between words, a language your spirit understands, even when your mind struggles to keep pace. You will not be left guessing what this means. Signs will follow, symbols will appear, people will show up, who echo the truth she brings. Your journey into this new season will feel both sudden and inevitable, because it is orchestrated by a power greater than circumstance. If you feel overwhelmed, pause and breathe. Know that every moment of discomfort is temporary, but the breakthrough will last. You are not alone in this transition, the heavenly host marches alongside you, and I, your God, am never far from your side. This house, your home, will become a sanctuary, not just of shelter, but of sacred presence. The walls will witness healing conversations, the floors will feel the lightness of new footsteps, and the air will carry the fragrance of restored hope. Prepare your heart to receive what has been promised. Prepare your mind to release old doubts. Prepare your spirit to soar, beyond limitations you once believed were permanent. The woman coming is a messenger of transformation. She is not just bringing news, she is carrying a piece of heaven's heart, directly to you. Embrace her arrival, for it is the key to unlock the door you have been knocking on for so long. As you open that door, remember who you are, a child of divine purpose, a bearer of light, and a recipient of grace. The journey ahead is not easy, but it is beautiful. And you will not walk it alone. I am with you, Archangel Michael is with you, and the angels surround you, with love and protection. So stand firm, child, stand open, stand ready. Because what is coming is real, what is coming is good, and it is all for you. The season of waiting has ended. The season of receiving has begun. Step into it fully, with boldness and faith. Your miracle is here. The way she looks at you, the sound of her footsteps, or the color of her clothing, watch everything, because every detail holds meaning. Nothing is random here, the smallest things carry the greatest weight, in this divine story. When she arrives, your senses will heighten. You might catch a scent in the air, a familiar fragrance you thought was gone. You might hear a phrase that echoes an old prayer, or a lullaby you once knew. That is the language of the Spirit, speaking directly to your heart. Remember, child, that this is not about control, it's about surrender, it's about trusting the invisible threads, weaving your destiny. This woman will not solve your problems, or give you all the answers in one sitting. Instead, she will open doors, doors you didn't even know existed. She will turn on lights, in dark rooms inside your soul. She will shake the dust off parts of you, that have been hidden, locked away for protection, but now ready to be freed. You may feel a mixture of emotions when she comes, relief, confusion, joy, even fear. All of it is part of the process, allow yourself to feel fully. Don't push the feelings away, or try to analyze them too quickly. This is a sacred unfolding. Your soul is waking up from a deep sleep, stretching after a long night. This woman is your awakening call. And after she leaves, do not expect immediate clarity. Sometimes the greatest revelations come days, weeks, or even months later. But you will notice the shift. You'll see it in the way your body feels lighter, in the way your thoughts become clearer, in the way your heart opens, just a little bit more each day. Trust this gradual transformation, trust the divine timing behind it. You may wonder why it has taken so long for this moment to arrive, why the waiting, the silence, the loneliness. That is the mystery of growth. The waiting has been necessary to prepare you, to make you strong enough for what's next. You are not the same person who started this journey months or years ago. You have grown, even if it was painful or invisible. That growth is what makes you ready now. This woman is part of the fulfillment of what you've been praying for, but she is also a reminder that healing and awakening are journeys, not destinations. There will be challenges ahead, moments where doubt creeps in, and shadows try to reclaim their hold. But remember, you are not walking this path alone. Archangel Michael is stationed as your protector, your warrior. Angels surround you, unseen but ever present. I, your God, am with you always, and I am calling you now, to step into this new chapter, with courage and faith. Prepare your heart and home for her arrival. Clear away anything that weighs you down. Release old hurts, forgive yourself and others, and open your hands to receive. This is your invitation, to move from waiting to receiving, from hoping to knowing. This woman's visit will mark a spiritual reset in your life. A realignment with the purpose you were born to fulfill. She may bring revelations about your family history, your soul's mission, or hidden gifts you possess, but have yet to claim. Pay attention to what surfaces, no matter how unexpected or uncomfortable. The truth often comes wrapped in mystery. Do not be surprised if others around you don't understand what is happening. Your spiritual awakening will set you apart for a time. You may feel isolated or misunderstood, but that is part of the process. Stand firm in your truth, let your faith be your anchor, and let the light within you grow stronger every day. Your home, once just a place to live, is becoming a sanctuary. A holy ground, where heaven meets earth. This sacred space will hold the energy of new beginnings, healing, and breakthroughs. You will find yourself drawn to moments of stillness there, moments of prayer and reflection. This is your sacred rhythm, being restored. I am leading you into a season of greater clarity, deeper peace, and profound joy. But first you must recognize the signs. This woman is one of those signs. She is a living message, a walking symbol of what's to come. When she arrives, don't turn away or dismiss her. Instead, lean in, listen with your heart, trust what you feel, even if your mind struggles to understand. You have been prepared for this moment, by the prayers you whispered in secret, by the tears you shed in the quiet darkness, by the faith you held on to, when all seemed lost. Now the waiting is ending, and the awakening is beginning. The journey ahead will not be easy, but it will be worth every step. Remember this: every experience, every encounter, every challenge, is shaping you for the divine destiny that awaits. You are being shaped into the person you were always meant to be. This woman's arrival is just the beginning of a beautiful unfolding that will touch every part of your life. So hold on to hope, hold on to faith, keep your heart open, and your spirit ready. What is coming will surprise you, bless you, and transform you. The divine is moving in your favor, even when you cannot see it yet. Be still and know that you are deeply loved. You are never alone. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and the best is yet to come. Because this pressure, this flutter, this silence, they are the whispers of your soul, preparing you. It is a sacred invitation to awaken, to step fully into the destiny I have been crafting just for you. The woman arriving is not merely a visitor, she is a key, a catalyst, designed to unlock the next level of your journey. Her presence will stir something deep inside you, something ancient and familiar, yet new and alive. You may find yourself questioning her arrival, you may wonder why now, why her, why in this particular way. But understand this: timing is divine. The moments before the breakthrough are often the quietest, the most vulnerable, and the most intense. That is why I send this gentle messenger, to prepare your heart, to open your eyes, to what you have been too afraid to see. Her message may not come in loud proclamations, or grand gestures. It will come in glances, in silences, in subtle shifts in energy, that you feel rather than hear. Prepare your heart to receive, even if you do not understand immediately. The Spirit often moves in ways that transcend human logic. You may be tempted to push her away, to close your door or your mind, out of fear or skepticism. But resist that urge. Your breakthrough depends on your willingness to lean into discomfort, to trust before the evidence appears. What feels like interruption is in reality an invitation. What seems like a disruption is actually a divine rearrangement. Look around your home with new eyes. This space has been sanctified by your tears, your prayers, your hopes whispered in the dark. It is no coincidence that this is where you have landed. Your house is a living altar of transformation, a sacred ground, where heaven meets earth. The walls carry your story, and the roof shelters your next season. Every corner is infused with potential, because I have been here long before you arrived, preparing this place for a miracle. Do not underestimate the power of presence. When the woman walks through your door, notice the energy she brings. Notice the atmosphere changing, the subtle lift, the lightness in the air, the unseen but deeply felt shift. This is the beginning of restoration. The cracks in your spirit will start to mend, not overnight, but with every breath you take, in this new reality. She may bring tears, memories, or even laughter you thought you lost. These are sacred releases, signs that healing has begun. You might find yourself revisiting old dreams, or awakening new ones you never dared to dream before. The spiritual DNA of your life is realigning, making space for the destiny that has been waiting patiently for your readiness. Watch for signs beyond the physical visit. Dreams will become vivid and meaningful. Encounters in unexpected places will carry weight. Songs will play at just the right moment. Synchronicities will appear, nudging you forward. These are not random, they are divine breadcrumbs, leading you toward your purpose. Remember, child, I am not sending this woman to fix your life for you, I am sending her to awaken your power within. You hold the keys to your own freedom and fulfillment. She is a mirror, reflecting back your strength, your courage, your readiness to step into what has been promised. When she comes, do not rush the moment. Let it unfold naturally. Listen more than you speak, feel more than you analyze. Trust that your soul knows the language of this encounter, even when your mind does not. You have been prepared by every experience, joy and pain alike. The seasons of waiting, the seasons of struggle, the seasons of silence, all of it has been shaping you into a vessel capable of holding this new blessing. Do not be discouraged if the change feels slow at first. Transformation is a process, not an event. Some shifts will be instant, others gradual. But every moment will carry significance, because I am moving steadily and surely on your behalf. Keep your heart soft and your spirit alert. When the woman leaves, you may feel a strange emptiness or fullness, both are signs that something has been set in motion. Write down what you remember, pay attention to any messages or impressions that linger. These are keys to unlock further revelation. Prepare to share your story when the time is right. Your testimony will inspire others who feel lost or stuck. The breakthrough you receive is not only for you, it is for many who are watching, waiting, and praying for their own miracles. This is your moment, this is your turning point. The divine orchestration is happening now, and you are at the center of it. So breathe deeply, and receive the peace that surpasses understanding. Feel the love that surrounds you, from realms seen and unseen. Know that you are not alone, you have never been alone. I am here, moving with power and purpose, working all things together for your good. The woman at your door is a messenger of hope, a bearer of light, a sign that your life is shifting, in ways you cannot yet fully see, but will soon celebrate. Open your door, open your heart, and step boldly into the divine destiny waiting for you. Let them wash over you like a baptism into the next version of your life. Don't hold back, don't apologize for the emotion. That's how I cleanse your spirit, through tears, through release, through surrender. You've held so much for so long, and now with this divine shift, the weight will begin to lift. The things that used to break you, will no longer hold power. The triggers that once caused panic, will start to dissolve. And that woman, she won't fix everything, but she will mark the beginning of everything changing. Let the silence around you become sacred. Let your stillness be your prayer. You don't need to have the perfect words, you just need to be available, willing, open. In this moment, angels are rewriting timelines, they're revising contracts, they're clearing obstacles. That sudden pull to clean your space, to open a window, to light a candle, it's not random. It's a nudge from the divine, inviting you into alignment. Pay attention to the pull. There's a reason you're being drawn inward lately, a reason the outside noise is growing quiet. I am about to speak, and I needed your full attention. What's coming next may not be loud, but it will be lasting. It may arrive gently, but it will settle deeply. You'll begin to notice your energy reacting differently to people. Conversations will either drain or energize you instantly. That's your spirit evolving, that's your frequency rising. And you must protect that, you must honor it. The version of you that tolerated confusion, chaos, and half-hearted love is fading. A wiser you is emerging. And she, this woman I'm sending, will mirror that back to you. She will reflect the healing you didn't even realize you'd done, she will remind you of your own growth, just by being present. Your environment will begin to feel new, even if nothing has physically changed. That's how energy works, when the spiritual atmosphere shifts, the physical world follows. Furniture may seem to settle differently, objects you once overlooked, may suddenly feel important. Photos, books, a note tucked away somewhere. They carry weight now, they are markers, clues, anchors. And when she enters that space, you'll feel it click, like something finally aligned after being stuck for years. Don't resist the memories that resurface. Let them come, let them teach. Not to hurt you, but to heal you. This divine encounter is not about reliving the pain, it's about reclaiming your power. It's about walking back through the places you once cried, and saying, "Look what God has done." And that declaration, whispered under your breath, will echo into realms you cannot see. There is a divine thread weaving through every delay, every no, every unanswered prayer. Now that thread is being pulled tighter, stitching everything together. The moments that once felt isolated, are forming a tapestry. You are beginning to see the bigger picture. And even though it's not fully clear yet, there's a calm knowing settling into your chest. That's peace, that's alignment, that's me. There's more, child, more than just this moment, more than just this message. This is only the threshold, the beginning of a larger awakening. You're not just being visited, you're being activated. And when she leaves, this woman my vessel, you won't be the same. Your decisions will change, your discernment will sharpen, your prayers will deepen, and your sense of timing will become divine. What once felt like waiting, will start to feel like preparation. What used to feel like loss, will now look like redirection. You are stepping into a season, where you will no longer beg for signs, you will recognize them instantly. Where you used to ask, "Is this it?" you will now declare, "This is it." That's what alignment feels like, that's what happens when heaven kisses earth, in your own home. And even if you question it later, even if the mind tries to convince you it was just a feeling, your spirit will remember. Your body will remember, your soul will know. And as you lie down tonight, the air may feel different. The quiet may sound deeper. That's because something has shifted in your field, something has been released, something has been birthed. The realm of miracles is now touching your doorstep. And just like that, the impossible begins to move toward you, not because you forced it, not because you chased it, but because you were finally ready to receive it. This is your sacred hour, the one I designed just for you. Before you were born, I etched this exact season into your story. I knew the struggles you would walk through, I knew the people who would hurt you, I knew the prayers you would cry out with a trembling voice, and I knew the day you would stop surviving and start living. That day is now, that time is here, this message isn't just words, it's a doorway. Walk through it. When your spirit is ready, whisper back to me. Say I'm ready, say it out loud, say it softly, say it in your heart, just say it. Because the moment you do, all of heaven leans in closer. The divine orchestration accelerates. The people you need begin to notice you, the ideas you've sat on begin to make sense, the heaviness lifts, the light returns, the woman appears, and the miracle begins. Don't let doubt talk you out of what I'm doing. Don't let fear shrink what I'm expanding. Don't try to explain this to everyone, it's not for them. This is between us, this is sacred, this is timed, this is yours. So light the candle again, open the window, speak life into your home. Let the past release you, let the future welcome you. And let my presence take up space, in the in-between. You have waited long enough, you have prayed long enough. And now, child, it is your turn. Let the shift happen, let the light break in, let the moment become memory. Because everything is changing now, and you are not alone in it. Your name is known in heaven, your tears are recorded, your hope has not been wasted. This is the season where faith becomes sight. And your life as you knew it begins again. You've stepped into the flow now. What once felt blocked, stuck, or delayed, is beginning to move, quietly, steadily, like a stream breaking through a dry land. You may not see the full change yet, but you will feel it, subtle shifts in your thoughts, softer edges in your emotions, a new awareness that wasn't there before. That's because your soul has said yes, and when your soul says yes, heaven moves mountains. Let yourself breathe deeper. Don't rush to figure it all out. Let the divine rearrange what you've been trying so hard to fix. You've done the striving, now do the surrendering. Your job now is not to control, but to allow. To let the healing unfold, even if it doesn't look like how you imagined. To trust that this softness you're feeling isn't weakness, it's wisdom. A strength that knows when to be still, a faith that grows not in the noise, but in the quiet. There will be moments where old thoughts return, where doubt creeps in, and tries to question what you felt. That's okay, don't fight it. Just remind yourself of the truth you now carry, that something divine has entered your space. That this shift is real, that this message was for you, and nothing can take that away. Not fear, not delay, not even your own uncertainty. And when you wake tomorrow, even if the sky looks the same, and the walls of your house don't change color, you'll know something's different. Your heart will whisper it, before your mind catches up. A calm will follow you through the day, the kind that can't be explained by logic, only by spirit. That's how the sacred works, it changes you from the inside out. And don't be surprised, if over the next few days, your world begins to respond. You'll receive unexpected messages, conversations will take new turns. An old wound will start to feel lighter. A name you haven't thought of in years, might suddenly echo in your mind, and that's not a mistake. That's me nudging you gently, helping you close loops, making room for what's next. Because child, what's coming next, is not just a continuation, it's an elevation. It's the beginning of the life you asked for in the dark. The one you dared to believe in, when everything around you said impossible. But I never said impossible, I said wait, I said trust, and now I say receive. This receiving won't always look like fireworks, or sudden lightning bolts. Sometimes it will be a single sentence someone speaks, that hits your heart like a prophecy. Sometimes it will be an ordinary day, that ends with you feeling like something sacred just brushed against your skin. These moments are not random, they are woven, designed, divine. You've entered the unraveling now, not a falling apart, but a falling open. Layers you didn't even know you were carrying, are being peeled away. And underneath, the truest version of you is waking up. The version that laughs without guilt, that speaks without fear, that loves without limits. That version has always been there, waiting for this exact moment to emerge. So don't shrink, don't second-guess your sensitivity. Your awareness is a gift, not a flaw. You are not too much, you are not too soft, you are exactly who you were meant to be. And the world needs that version of you now more than ever. Let the tears fall when they come, let the laughter rise when it bubbles up, let the quiet wrap around you like a warm blanket. Every emotion, every breath, is a part of this sacred rewiring. You're being returned to yourself, you're being loved back into wholeness, and nothing will stop that now. There is a peace being planted in you, that the world can't take. A knowing that doesn't need approval or explanation. A stillness that walks with you through every chaos, and says, I am still here. That's me, that's heaven, that's truth. And as you walk into the next part of your life, understand this, you are no longer waiting, you are welcoming. You are no longer surviving, you are aligning. Everything you once thought you had to chase, is now coming to find you. That includes the love you thought you lost, the purpose you thought you missed, the peace you thought was only for other people. It's yours now. So take this moment, and speak again. I receive, I remember, I am ready. Let that be your anthem, let that be your anchor. Say it when you feel doubt, say it when you feel joy, say it even when you're not sure what's next, because you don't have to know, you only have to stay open. And in that openness, miracles multiply. In that space of trust, heaven moves faster. The things you once had to fight for, will begin to flow. Doors you knocked on in desperation will now open without effort. Not because you earned it, but because you were willing to be available. You see, it was never about perfection, it was always about presence. And now you are fully present, fully available, fully aligned. This is where heaven meets earth, this is where the divine enters the everyday, and this, child, is just the beginning. Letting go of who misunderstood you, who doubted your worth, who couldn't see the depth of your spirit. You're letting go of all that no longer aligns with your light. And in this release, something sacred is entering. Not loud, not rushed, just steady, sure, divine. You'll begin to feel more like yourself than you have in years. Not the version that was shaped by survival, but the one that was born of purpose. The one that existed before the disappointments, before the heartbreaks, before the world tried to shrink you. That version of you is returning, not to fight, but to flourish. The woman I am sending is not just a person, she's a reflection, she's a reminder, she's a living message. And when she speaks, something deep in you will awaken, like a memory you didn't know you lost. Her presence will shift the atmosphere, without her even trying. She won't need to say much for you to feel it. Her silence will say enough. And afterward, when she's gone, you'll notice your own voice feels stronger. You'll feel less afraid to tell the truth, less hesitant to ask for what you need, less doubtful about what you deserve. This is not just about her visit, it's about the alignment she brings, the divine correction, the restoration of what was delayed but never denied. You are stepping into a new rhythm. One not based on force or fear, but on flow and faith. The resistance you once felt is fading. The doubt that whispered so loudly is growing quiet. The shadows that loomed around your mind are losing their grip. That is my doing, that is my movement, that is my promise fulfilling itself in real time. And as you align, more will be given. New thoughts, new opportunities, new relationships. Not just better than before, divinely chosen, perfectly timed, deeply nourishing. I have not forgotten one promise I made over your life. Every delay had a purpose, every silence was preparation, every detour was a setup for a greater return. And now the return begins. The door is opening. You may feel unsure, maybe even unready. But trust this, I would not bring you to this threshold, if you weren't already equipped to walk through it. You have more strength in you than you know. You have more light in you than you've let yourself believe. And the moment you say yes, truly, fully, quietly yes, everything begins to move. Don't look for dramatic signs. Don't wait for everything to feel perfect. Just stay awake, stay available, be willing to let your spirit speak louder than your fear. Be willing to trust the way your heart softens when truth approaches. That's your signal, that's your confirmation, that's how I work, in the subtle, in the sacred, in the stillness. And yes, I know it's been hard. I know it's been lonely. I know sometimes you question whether you're seen at all. But hear me now, I see everything. I see how hard you've tried, I see how much you've given, I see how quiet your pain has been. And I want you to know, none of it has been in vain. Not a tear, not a prayer, not a moment of hope, when you felt like giving up. I've collected it all, and now I return it, not as sorrow, but as strength. Not as pain, but as purpose. So prepare not with worry, but with wonder. Expect not perfection, but presence. When she walks through your door, don't rush the moment. Let it unfold, let it be, let it change what it came to change. You won't need to understand everything in that moment, just receive, just rest, just recognize that what you once called coincidence was always orchestration. And later, when you sit alone and reflect, it will make sense. The timing, the message, the arrival, the peace. All of it. It will form a story you'll tell for years. Not because it was loud, but because it was real. And real is what you've been aching for all this time. You've had enough of the temporary, enough of the shallow, enough of what promises light but leaves you darker. This what's coming is different, this is lasting, this is rooted, this is divine. So keep your space open, keep your heart soft, keep your eyes tuned to the subtle, and your spirit ready to receive. The woman I'm sending is already on her way. The shift is already in motion. The release is already happening. And I, your God, am already here. Not visiting, dwelling, resting, loving, healing. You're not waiting anymore, you're receiving. You're not surviving anymore, you're becoming. And in that becoming, everything begins to align, not just outside but inside. Your emotions, your memories, your breath, your voice, your truth, your timeline. It is all under divine rearrangement now. This message you're holding, it's alive, it's breathing through you, it's settling into the corners of your life, that you forgot needed light. Let it work, let it land, let it transform. Because child, what's coming is not just for a moment, it's for your legacy. And yes, you'll look back at today, and say, this was the day everything turned. Not because of what you did, but because of what you finally allowed yourself to receive. So breathe again, whisper your yes again, feel the air around you shift again, and let it begin again. You're ready, you're held, you're chosen. And heaven is not done speaking. So when you step into the next room, when you walk down that familiar hallway, when you sit in the same old chair you've always used to overthink, you'll notice something feels unfamiliar, and that's not something to fear. That's the new peace settling in, that's the residue of heaven, left behind after I moved through your space. That's your soul breathing again, after holding its breath for far too long. There will be moments, when the old thoughts try to sneak back in. They'll whisper doubts, they'll echo the voices of those who never really saw you. But now you'll have something stronger inside you. You'll have the memory of this shift, you'll carry the echo of my voice that said, you're not forgotten. And that will be enough to silence every lie. Don't be surprised if your body begins to rest, in ways it hasn't in years. Don't be shocked if your dreams begin to carry messages that feel deeper than sleep. That's what happens when the spiritual atmosphere changes. Your nervous system feels it, your heart slows down, because it's no longer racing to survive. Your mind quiets, because it knows it's finally safe. And child, this is just the beginning. More visitors will come, not always in person, sometimes through words, sometimes through memories, sometimes through moments that feel like déjà vu, but are really divine confirmations. Pay attention, don't dismiss the small signs. I speak through the whisper of wind on your window, through the flicker of a candle, when no one else is around, through the unexpected laughter that bubbles up for no reason at all. That's me, that's how I say, yes, I'm still here, I'm still moving. There is no part of your life too messy for me to enter. There's no room too dark, no memory too painful. I will walk through all of it, not to judge you, but to heal you. To remind you that nothing in your story has been wasted. Every delay had purpose, every heartbreak shaped something eternal in you, every silence prepared the space for this moment. You're not late, you're not behind, you're right on time for restoration, for beauty, for wholeness. And soon you'll find yourself doing things you once feared. Speaking up when you used to stay quiet, standing tall where you once felt invisible, loving again with trust where you once built walls. That's the transformation unfolding, not all at once, but deeply, truly, unmistakably. So when she enters your life, let her in gently. Let her presence remind you of what's already been planted in your spirit. Let her words stir what's been sleeping. Let her kindness teach your nervous system that it's safe now, that the storm is over, that you can open the curtains and let the light pour in. This isn't about her fixing you, this is about you remembering that you were never broken. The healing is happening in layers. Some will peel easily, others will take time. Don't rush, don't force. Let the process move at the speed of grace. Let the tears fall when they need to. Let the quiet moments stretch, without trying to fill them. Let the joy surprise you, when you least expect it. Because soon you'll look around, and realize you're not the same. The atmosphere in your home won't be the same. The weight in your heart will be lighter. And you won't even remember the last time you felt like you had to earn love. Because you'll finally know, it was never something to earn, only something to receive. And when you feel that familiar doubt knock at your door again, pause. Remember this moment, remember what it felt like to read these words, and know they were meant for you. Remember that heaven moved mountains and moments, to bring you here. And child, I will do it again and again and again, if that's what it takes, to keep your heart open to what I'm building. So light that candle again, not just once, make it a rhythm. Make your space a sanctuary. Every flame a reminder, every quiet prayer a doorway, every breath a sacred return, to the truth, you are not waiting for the miracle anymore, you're living inside it. This love, this presence, this transformation, it's yours now. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are, and whose you are. And I'm not finished. Even after the words end, even after the screen goes dark, I will still be speaking. In your thoughts, in your dreams, in the unexpected kindness of strangers. In the song that plays at just the right time, in the text you didn't expect, in the feeling that something holy is still happening, even if you can't explain it. That's because it is. You've stepped into alignment, you've stepped into the frequency of heaven. And the ripple effect of that shift will keep unfolding, long after this moment. So hold on to it, treasure it, keep your heart soft, and your hands open. More is coming. And not just more blessings, but more awareness, more strength, more clarity, more connection to who you really are, who you've always been, beneath the survival, beneath the fear, beneath the expectations of others. You child are sacred space, a living altar, a walking miracle. And I your God am dwelling in you now. Not visiting, staying. So go ahead, whisper it if you have to, or shout it if your soul can't hold it in. I receive this, I remember, I surrender to the beauty of this moment. Because something has shifted. And from this moment forward, nothing will ever be the same. Amen.